Hello, good evening everybody, Grail, welcome to Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. Does the music sound a bit loud? Hold on. No, it's fine. Let's jump in. Hello. The game received a patch recently, patch 1.03 I believe. Fixed a lot of bugs and issues I was having, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if you will notice any difference on our side. We left off by finally making it to the Horns of the South. We found our stash right over yonder. And now we have to... wasn't there a guy standing over here? And... wait. Wasn't it daytime when we left? Now it's nighttime. Does time progress even if you're not around? Right, we can't steal anything. Can't interact with the well. That's the gentleman we have to speak to. I'm trying to get the quest information. There you go. Shadows of the Horns. The gate guard Audrin told me that I should report to the quartermaster Fergus. That's what we're gonna do. Let's report to Fergus. He's gone to sleep, hasn't he? Is that his quarters? Alright, well, he's not around, so we'll look around. One thing I did search for was whether there was an option like just to sell stolen goods that we looted last time. It looks like there is, but in something called Act 2. But it's not really that deep. Egg. I mean, we can cook with that. Right, there's no harm in taking food items. So we're not going to be stealing any items unless it's like something really important that we might find useful, but we will definitely be taking any food if we can. And then we need to figure out a source of making cash. Game feels a bit not smooth. There should have been like a little chest over here. Alright, well, Fergus hasn't got much going on here. Oh, hold on. Okay, I guess if it's for medicinal purposes, we'll definitely take this. Sharpening stone. We need to look at what that does. Take everything. It's getting brighter. Honey. Ooh, we like honey. And potatoes. Jeez. Not sure if that's useful. Probably for crafting. Oh yeah, we need to look at an eye for any more of those, oh, hold on, menhir figurines or whatnot. Hope we haven't missed any, but they could be literally anywhere, right? Okay, I can't see anything here. Let's continue exploring. This episode is going to be speaking to people, investigating things. And there's a merchant over here, wasn't there? Not sure why the flowers are lifted as being stealing. look at this. Oh, there's an actual barrier around the whole city. The fort. We can actually go that way if we wanted to. Yeah, look, there's a curtain of... I wonder what's providing that protection. Okay, we've got to remember to come back here and explore the edges. Let's keep to keep itself for the moment. We saw a bed here. Whose is it? Actually, where is that bed? Trying to increase our skills while we're at it. Is there imagination? Wasn't there a bed here somewhere? Damn, my memory. Here it is. No, that's not a bed. That's not. Let's go down here. Killian's quarters. Jute fiber. I have a feeling this is the craftsman's area. Oh, the abandoned house. We already checked that out actually. Got that. Okay, one way of making money, potions of food. I need to take a look at that. Okay, we've already been here. I don't suppose any of these boxes have reset, have they? Good time to check it out. Nope. I'll make a save since we're... Create a new save. Horns. Of the south. There you go. Let's get some cooking stuff. Tomatoes? We like tomatoes. You can do a lot with tomatoes. Okay, we take everything and then we'll see if these come back. What is this? Daffodils? I'm sorry we're late, but we're poor. Oh no. Bloody hell, did you see that? What the hell? What? What happened? There's honey there, hold on. Right under his nose. Oh no. Okay. I think big glass bottles are just garbage, right? These are small ones. Shoot. What is going on here? Okay, sneak went up. Oh god. What? Oh my god. What do you want? What do you want? Why are you following me? I did nothing. Okay, people are working out. What is that blue light? Oh, the fast travel thing. Interesting. What is your problem? He's back. Shit, there's a whole lot of red I want. Okay, next time come back.
Always good to have a little rest.
Sorry? Okay, let's see if they're actually after us or not. Once and for all. Can't even talk to these guys. Okay, so we should be fine, right? Technically speaking. Who was that speaking over here? Oh!
What a nice day.
Found the blacksmith. Okay, we'll speak to him after we've spoken to Fergus, the quartermaster. Ooh, a lot of things are going up. Hello, Brother Regan.
I thought about what you showed me. Thank you for trusting me.
Well, we gotta trust something. Why the sudden change? I thought you didn't believe me. We showed him the letter stating that there was something wrong with the island asylum.
I heard rumors a long time ago, back when I was still an acolyte, about the sealed, pitch-black dungeons from which you could hear howling, rattling of chains, and other mysterious noises every night. The mere description of them could frighten a young man. Back then, I thought it was nothing but a tale to scare new adepts into obedience. But several years ago, a traveler came here. He was looking for information about his pregnant wife. She was supposed to go to the island asylum to treat the early symptoms of the Red Death, and we were already quite adept at suppressing those.
Catherine.
No wonder her husband was hoping for her safe return. But if she never came back and vanished without a trace, well, it made me wonder. And now this letter. I've decided I can't keep turning a blind eye to what's been happening. It's against the word.
This is totally surprising. We gave him the letter, he told us to... He didn't actually believe it, and we left it at that. Now we just came back to speak to him, and it looks like he's had a change of heart. Amazing. Yeah, Catherine. And we did see Catherine and her son's remains in the dungeons. I just didn't realize she had been dead for so many years. Give father note ×1. Catherine and her son died in the dungeons. I saw their remains.
That's very bad. More evidence that both you and the letter are telling the truth. Her husband is probably around 50 years old now. He came from Quanacht, so if you ever meet him, please pass this information on to him. And assure him that old Regan from the Horns of the South offers any support he may need.
So did you come to any conclusions?
Ah, yes. I wrote to the Prior to send another acolyte in my place. I told them I wanted to end my service and retire. But, well, in truth, I'll go to the Prior with the letter you gave me. It's time to honor the memory of Father Leon and bring this matter to an end. To do justice to all those suffering in torment in the island asylum. In the meantime, I am still at your service, my child. What can I do for you today? Certainly. Kai's blessings know no bounds, but sometimes it's useful to seal them in a handy flask.
It is, isn't it? So we wanted not another blood transfusion, we wanted this one. Can't use it just yet. 7 spirituality needed, Mother's Embrace. Instant heal, or heal over time. That is 2000, we are not there yet. And also this one, I guess. Create a magical shield fully negating the next received damage for 120 seconds. So we need about 2800. Wait, we can sell from stash? Just realized you can. No way. Interesting. I guess he won't take stolen items, will he? Do we have any apart from food? If we have a plate. No, he won't take it. Okay, we're back.
May Kai's word always guide you. In the word, you will find solace.
Quest completed, the word is silent. Unforgettable updated. So we now have to find her husband. This is such a surprise. I really like the way this quest got updated. Okay, Captain Fergus. Let's save in case we end up doing something stupid. Captain Fergus? Seems like a young lad.
Eyes forward, and mind your step.
Okay, I guess we stand over here and talk to you. Oh, what? We can't. So I gotta come here then, right, Fergus?
Sir, I haven't seen you before. I wasn't expecting any guests, and you don't look like a new recruit. And yet, Odrin let you in. He's not drinking again, I hope.
Well... do we tell him the truth? He already knows he's drinking. But I'm not gonna kick the guy's career down the toilet by telling on him. But then again, he could be risking the entire fort. But then again, if they know that he actually drinks, and they put him in that position, then that would mean that they don't. That's a position that doesn't have much of a weakness when it comes to defending the fort or warning the fort of incoming enemies, right? Besides, the fort has walls and you would have people on the walls watching out so you can see for a longer distance. So again, so really he isn't the first point of security at all. Maybe they were hoping he'd just get killed by a random attacker or bandit. But do we tell on him? Do we tell him? You know, he let us in. He did. He really did. And am I qualified to tell if a person is drunk? I mean, he was pretty sober enough to let us in and recognize that we had a patch. I'm making excuses for the guy. He was drunk. He was sober. He seemed sober to me.
Huh, that's surprising. But good. Very good. He's been a drunk for as long as I can remember. Keeps saying he'll stop, but he never does. At least not for long.
The name's Fergus, and I assume you already know I'm the quartermaster here. Now state your business.
And please, try to be convincing, or the walls of this fortress will be the last thing you'll ever see.
Wow, that's quite a punishment. I'm shocked, especially after coming out of the island asylum. So he pronounces his name as Fergus, not Fergus. Gotta keep that in mind. I got this pin from a friend. I assume you know what it means?
Yes, I know. And that's why you're still standing in front of me. However, these pens were only given to certain people. They mean that in times of trouble, these people will always find a safe haven here in the Horns.
And that makes me wonder, what happened to your friend? Where is he?
Again, another really great voice actor. I can actually believe he's the quartermaster. Well, I don't think he's dead. We got shipwrecked on the way, but he could have made it.
If what you're saying is true, he must have had a deal with somebody well above my pay grade, and that leaves only the captain.
However, if you're lying, then you might as well have just confessed to the murder of a Knight of the Round Table. But nobody's that much of a fool, I think. Fortunately for you, I've seen my fair share of morons in life, and you don't look like one.
Thanks.
Fortunately for me, this pen only means that I'm to make sure you're safe in the Horns. Nothing about helping you out with whatever you're up to.
Sad face.
Anyway, welcome to the Horns of the South. Make yourself at home.
Thanks so much. He just implied, or basically said it outright, that Caradoc is a Knight of the Round Table. No wonder he's walking around the island asylum like a boss, killing everything in sight. Huh. I have to read up on my Knights of the Round Table. I don't recognize the name Caradoc. But maybe that's his real name, and we know that there's a new Lancelot around. Or was it new Galahad? One of the knights was mentioned as being new. So we know they take up new names as maybe titles or whatnot. Maybe Caradoc is one of those. He's got a name as representing one of the Knights of the Round Table. Is there anything we can help him with? There's the quest from Ninian. We have his tags. I found a piece of metal. What is that? Let's find out. Ninian is dead. Let's do this. Honor his last will. He asked me to bring you this.
Ninian. I knew the Red Death would take him. Damn shame. He was one of the good ones. You did right bringing this back. The Horns look after their own, even after they're gone. But, now that I think of it, how did you manage to get hold of his tag?
Tell him the truth. He wasn't taken by the Red Death. The Red Priest tortured him in the island asylum.
Tortured? In the asylum? You can't expect me to take that at face value. Brother Riagan said Ninian was too weak to survive the journey. They came for him, and we even held a symbolic keeper's burial for him. And what were you doing in the island asylum? You look fine, but if you were there, near him...
I was sure. I'm not going to tell him that. He's already skeptical of us. It was a misunderstanding, and it really was a misunderstanding. The Red Priest caught the wrong person, and I was the wrong person because I killed most of them.
I'm sorry this happened to you. Still, you have to understand. Now that you've told me this, I'll be keeping a close eye on you. No risks can be taken when it comes to the Red Death.
Shouldn't you quarantine me in that case? What is this? What metal did I find? Let's see what it is. I found a piece of metal with an inscription. Do you know what it is? Or maybe it's a tag that we found from another keeper.
That's one of our tags. Every soldier gets one when they pledge their loyalty. I just hope the body you took it from was already cold, because killing a keeper would land you in some serious trouble.
You know, here's what I'm thinking. If you stumble over any of our fallen keepers out there, bring me their tags. Sure, they all swore to stay here until the bitter end, but they have families who deserve to know what became of them.
It's part of my duty, but since I can't send any more beyond these walls, maybe you could lend a hand. I'll pay you for every tag you bring back.
Can we negotiate? We got 100 coins. Cool. Wait, come back. I wasn't done. We're done when I say we're done. Excuse me, sir. Is there anything I can help with?
We've been having trouble with the dead lately. The kind that don't want to rest in peace. There are more and more of them roaming the area. It might just be the weirdness, as it has been steadily creeping closer from the north, but somehow I doubt it.
Anyway, I suggest you go see Marg first. He knows best what's going on there.
Marg. Who's Marg?
He's our huntsman. He keeps us stocked with meat, so the lads don't have to live on fish alone. They get pretty grumpy when that happens. Right now, Marg is the only other person who's allowed to leave the keep. I'm not about to risk the life of our last link to the outside world, especially when you're so eager to lend a hand.
Sure thing, I can help you with that. Do you have any idea what might be causing this?
There is a local legend about a dark druid named... Slaughter? Slaughter? Slaughter, that was it. He was a necromancer rumored to be able to raise the dead and make them do his bidding. It's quite an old legend, though, so unless he managed to raise himself from the dead, I doubt he's behind this.
Slaughter. Where there's one necromancer, there could be another, right? Can you tell me about this cemetery?
It's old. From what I've heard, it even predates the Horns of the South. The keepers and the people from the village below used to bury their dead there, but after the flood, it's been pretty much abandoned.
I think we found where they're coming from. The flood?
Yeah, damn druids. They flooded a village of innocent people just to show everyone they're still in power. Fat lot of good it did them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad we got rid of them. The things they could do were unnatural.
Were the druids really that bad? Why would do... I mean, if they're true, they just did that to show off power. That's not good. Maybe there's another reason. Where is this cemetery?
It's not far, and it's hard to miss. But honestly, I'd suggest you go see Marg first. You don't really know what you're walking into, so if I were you, I'd try to learn as much as possible beforehand.
Understood. You didn't send any of your men to
The
investigate?
captain forbade anyone from leaving the keep, so I couldn't. And truth be told, I didn't particularly want to. We don't get many recruits, and you're, well...
Free to go wherever, please. I mean, we're disposable, right?
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, I'll do that.
Try not to get yourself killed. and get rid of whatever's been causing the problem.
Let's talk about Excalibur later. What exactly are you responsible for here?
I'm Captain Brandon's right hand. He deals with the serious matters I don't want to know anything about. I take care of our everyday life.
Tell me about this place.
Fine then. This is the keep. Anyone sworn in as a keeper lives here, unless they're no longer fit for service. If that happens, they get transferred to the village. Otherwise, they're not allowed to go there without my express permission. So if you ever see any of my boys down there looking shifty, feel free to report them.
You're allowed to walk around the keep and the village, but if anyone catches you stealing, I'll take your hands. If you attack any of my men, I'll take your head. That enough for you?
Yeah, totally understandable. Who would steal? I talked to her late. Why can't she leave this place?
That's between her and the captain. Were it up to me, she'd be long gone. Her presence here distracts my men.
I can imagine. If you know Audrins are drunk, why do you keep stationing him at the front gate?
He's not our first line of defense. The archers are. Every man here needs to have a job. And no offense to Odrin, but let's just say we can afford to lose him.
See, we kind of surmise that. Having a drunk guard at the front gate is not a very good look.
I'm sure the hordes of visitors clamoring at our gates can survive the insult.
Yeah, true. So what's the story behind that flooded village near the Horns?
It used to belong to the keep. You could say it was its beating heart. That village was where our lighthouses led the ships, and where the workers lived with their families. Ah, those must have been the days. But then the ships stopped coming, and there were less and less new keepers, and the others left looking for a better life.
Until, at last, the sea took most of it.
This place is dying. They need to seriously do something. Is there anything interesting left there?
Depends on your idea of interesting. There's a weird statue with a gong, but I'm not sure how much of it is left. Other than that, probably just damp rubble. I don't know, ask Marg. I'm pretty sure he just sits there all day instead of hunting. No wonder we've been eating nothing but fish.
Oh, is Marg based in the village? Cool. So you abandoned it?
What else was there to do? There weren't enough people to live there, and nobody wanted to anyway. Not since the monsters started coming out of the sea. We wiped out most of them, but new ones showed up every now and then. Marg, our hunter, keeps an eye on the place. You can talk to him if you want.
And I'm here for Excalibur.
Excalibur? You want to pull it out? That's a good one. Well, be my guest. If you think you can, go ahead. But unless you're King Arthur reborn, I wouldn't count on it.
Ooh. So if he managed to pull the sword out, that would... One of my theories is... Caradoc said Arthur was a parasite. And he might be, once we get all his souls together, capable of possessing us physically. And that would point to us being able to pull the sword out, right? Unless something else happens and the sword comes out, then there might be a chance that we might not get fully taken over by Arthur. Can I speak to the captain?
Just as I thought. If you have friends among the knights, you'll want to talk to the captain. But that's not happening anytime soon.
Why?
Because I said so. What? Did you really expect that you could just enter our keep and head straight for the captain's quarters? There wouldn't be much point in having walls and guards here if anyone could just do that, would there?
I don't want to use this option to bully him. What about the pin? That should tell you have some friends in high places.
So what?
Okay. Fair enough. Come on, just tell me where he
And
is.
have you helped any of my people? Or are you just here to wave that pin in my face again? First, show me you care, and then I'll take you to the captain. I can't have every random stray wasting his time. Not now, when the outcome of the war with its tribes is so precarious. I trust we understand each other?
Got it. Do quests for the locals. Clear as day. First the work, then the audience.
Come back when you've proven your worth to the Horns of the South. Then we'll talk. If you need rest, you can sleep in the barracks. It's no royal chamber, but it's better to sleep under a roof than under the stars, right? Especially in this horrible weather.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Why can't I take over the abandoned house that's literally right over there somewhere? Anyway, thank you so much. Spoken to him. Don't suppose we can... We can lockpick this. At some point. Ah, the guy's back. Let's have a chat with him. Keeper Lanzo.
If you're here to see the healer, don't bother. He's a quack and a butcher who likes to watch people suffer.
Oh yeah? That's a serious accusation.
And I mean it! He's a know-it-all from Camelot, but the truth is, he doesn't know shit.
All of those academic types think they're better than us village folk, just 'cause they read a book. We've been getting by just fine without any of their crap.
Why do you say that?
I came to him with a toothache, asked him to make me something for the pain, and you know what he did? He said my tooth is rotten, and then sent me to Osprey to get it pulled out.
Osprey. Sounds painful. I wouldn't want that either.
That, and I wouldn't trust him anywhere near my mouth. Don't get me wrong, Osprey's a decent blacksmith, but he's no good with teeth. With one lad, it took him 3 tries before he got the right one. I'll stick to my grandma's potion for toothache. Or I would, if Heber would stop being such a dick and make it for me.
Is that a potion recipe you might want? Why can't you make it yourself?
Heber took the recipe from me.
It
Even
is.
if I had the recipe, I'm no good at mixing that stuff.
Said if I don't know how to make it, I shouldn't have it. And that he doesn't want some questionable homebrew medicine spreading through the keep.
Why doesn't he want to make
He
it?
says it's no good. Says that if I don't get the tooth pulled out, it'll keep hurting. I told him that's why I need the remedy, to make it stop hurting. But it's like talking to a brick wall.
I'm not gonna charge him for it. I'll talk to him for you.
You will? Oh, you're a lifesaver. Tooth saver, yeah? No matter.
Cool. Can I track this quest? It's already tracked, is it? Good stuff. Let's see if we can get that potion for him. Was there something else we do? Osprey is a blacksmith. We need to go and see him in a bit. Jan's quarters. Is this a place we need to go? Yep, looks like it. Okay, he looks like a healer. Save. Jan Heber.
Oh, sorry. Do I know you? I'm terrible with faces. Either way, glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Jan Heber, a physician raised in Camelot and trained in the Royal Academy.
Ooh. That recipe you're just whispering about to yourself?
Is some local witchcraft I've been trying to make sense of. I guess I'll find out when I try it.
On yourself?
Experience is the best teacher. Don't worry, I'm not testing anything on the others. Graham the Mad, a great Camelotian physician, used to say that a real doctor would never give his patients something he hadn't tried on himself first. A wise approach, which I follow myself.
Graham the Mad, don't you see the irony?
What irony?
I guess he doesn't. You could try it on me.
Oh, that was unexpected. Here, take it. What will happen, I have no idea. But please, tell me, if you live to find out.
Isn't it dangerous?
The pursuit of knowledge is always dangerous. That's why it's reserved for only the bravest of the brave. It takes true guts to face the unknown, to realize just how little you know, and how insignificant you are to the world.
So you're not a fan of local remedies, I take it?
I was classically trained in the proper art of medicine by the scholars of Camelot. The things they do here, they make no sense. No sense at all. Most of this stuff shouldn't even be effective, yet it seems to work wonders on these simple-minded, tough-bodied people here in the South.
So why do you even study this stuff?
Shipments from Camelot are late, so I'm running low on supplies. If I'm not able to treat them, they'll start complaining. And Fergus doesn't like when people complain, especially when it comes to their health. He truly cares about them, I've got to admit. He doesn't care much about anyone else, though.
So, I see your predicament. You look like you're in dire need of sleep.
I don't dream about anything anymore, so sleep feels like a waste of precious time. Fortunately, back in Camelot, I found a mix of remedies that can keep me awake for a whole week. It was quite popular in our study group.
Can we have the recipe?
Oh no, every physician needs his secrets. But I can sell you some if you promise not to tell any of the higher-ups.
Why wouldn't you want the leadership to know?
There are side effects. You won't fall asleep for a while, but the moment you do, well, you'll feel like you died and came back to life, only to die again. So you either take the next dose, or endure it. I can endure it because I don't have a post to attend to. But our brave soldiers, well, that'd be risky.
And if I did tell someone?
Well, they already trust my word, and I'll be sure to deny everything. Moreover, I'm in the position to raise my prices, or to refuse to sell you medicine, whichever suits my mood. I'm honestly quite offended you're even asking.
True. Let's go back on the right foot, shall we? So what exactly are you doing here?
Healing diseases, sometimes cutting people open. Oh, and pulling out teeth seems to be a leading cause of concern for everyone around here. Me pulling teeth in the arse end of the world? My friends back in Camelot would laugh their brains out.
And yet here you are. First, is there anything I can do to help you?
Why would you, though? Don't you have better things to do?
Let's be honest, I'm trying to get in the quartermaster's good books.
Aha, got it. So you're up for work not out of the goodness of your heart, but for your own selfish plans.
Yes. Doesn't everyone have an agenda?
Good point. That is a very good point. But all right, if you're a mercenary, then I do have a job for someone who'd be willing to risk their life in exchange for material goods.
I'll need more details.
Back at the Academy, I found an ancient scroll written by the Druids. Forbidden knowledge, especially now, after the mob forced them all into a wicker man and burned every last one of them to ash. I finally deciphered it a little while ago. It describes a ritual that needs to be performed at night within a stone circle. And guess what? There's one in the nearby forest. I guess you already know what I need you to do, hmm?
Perform the ritual in this forest? First, a mob burned all the druids in a wicker man.
And here I am, thinking that everyone's already heard about the Charred Conclave. Well, it wasn't the proudest moment in our history, that's for sure. You truly don't know. At some point, the villagers all around the island decided that the druids were responsible for the Red Death, and all other ailments of our times. They rounded them all up in a massive wicker man north of the Forlorn Swords, and burned them all to ashes. Hundreds of years of knowledge gone within the blink of an eye. But, well, that's what's bound to happen when you stop paying for people's education and invest in keeping the elites fed instead.
Wow. So he's implying that druids didn't do anything to deserve that, possibly, and it was just done out of ignorance. So, how long ago was this? Is there any option to find out? No? So why can't you go yourself?
Isn't it obvious? I'm the only medic they have here at the Horns. I'd like to see Fergus's face if he hears about me going out there.
What's the purpose of this ritual?
That is an excellent question. But I don't know. From what I've been able to decipher, it's a summoning spell to bring something or someone to our world. That being will share its great knowledge with the one brave enough to summon it. I need you to remember what it says and repeat it to me after you're back, word for word.
Alright. Isn't your fascination with the druids illegal?
In Camelot, maybe, but this far south? Nobody cares. I've spent my entire life digging through scrolls and books in pursuit of their knowledge. I've been reading about their rites and the descriptions of their rituals. Look, I'm sure they were onto something. They knew much more than we do, but it feels like there's a veil wrapped tightly around that knowledge. It's like I need to find the right spell, the right ritual, something that will unwrap it for me.
It'd be hilarious that if he continues his quest line, he ends up becoming a druid himself. There's a keeper with a toothache complaining that you don't want to help him.
Lanzo knows very well what he must do. I'm sorry, but there's nothing else I can do for him. Either he removes the tooth, or it will keep hurting.
Could you give me the recipe? He said something about a remedy?
Yes, his grandma's miracle medicine. I honestly don't have time for village superstitions. I had to confiscate the recipe as well, lest he tries making it himself. As if I don't have enough problems already.
Could I? Problems would be because of side effects, right? Or whatever. Why would it cause problems?
Times in the keep are tough. Everyone is either bored or restless. Honestly, the last thing I need is people poisoning themselves with some unknown potion they don't even have the qualifications to make.
Can I have it?
No, I thought I made myself clear. If you want an excuse to drink yourself to oblivion on moonshine, just drink the moonshine. No need to add other potentially dangerous ingredients.
Ah, okay, so we know it's based on moonshine. What are the potentially dangerous ingredients? Like what?
Well, to be fair, the base recipe is pretty harmless. But what if someone decides that if they don't have carnation, it's perfectly fine to substitute it with devil's snare, since the color is more or less the same?
Carnation?
Or sage with wolfsbane, because, leaves are leaves. I'm sorry, but unfortunately I know these people well enough not to trust them with something like this.
Carnation, devil's snare, sage, or wolfbane. So if I combine moonshine, carnation, and sage, I'll get the remedy.
What? How do you... You know what? Fine. Do whatever you want. But if it causes you to shit yourself for 3 days straight, don't come running to me.
He gave me the recipe. Once I prepared, I can give it to Lanzo. Thank you so much, dude. You've been very helpful. What do you sell? With Alembic among the tribes, the Picts. Plentiful resource potion. Locks mana at 100% for 10 seconds. Rejuve potion increases max health by 15 for 60. Max mana by 15 for 60. Stamina by 15. Tenacious Archer increases bow draw speed. And Aromatic Remedy restores 25% of health. Whoa. That sounds like something we would want. Origin Potion for 1500. Health Potion restores 30 health. Mana Potion. Oh, we definitely want this. 400 gold though. Let's hold off on till we finish exploring this whole place. If we can level up and put another point into prices, maybe we can get that down from 400. Strong Health Potion. So regular and strong. Through the blacksmith's eye of weakening blades. Fool's Rush. Coats weapon for 60 seconds, inflicting chilled. And moss from a cursed wall. Coats weapon 60, inflicting poison. Spell Flickerbolt. What is this? Shoots a small lightning shock. Shoots a larger lightning shock, jumping between up to 4 enemies. 7 to 16 damage. We'll be doing 9 to 20. Mana cost 6.9. I think we want that. Yes. And Snow. Small chilling projectile shoots a larger chunk of chilling ice. Doesn't say if it freezes them or not. I wonder, we've managed to find 2 blood transfusions out in the main world. And 1 firebolt. I guess we can find duplicates of these, right? And this is the one we already have. Shoots a larger and we have a poison spell. And it's an AoE, damage in a small area. Lightning, the heavy version, is also AoE. I think we should pick that up. We'll come back. We'll come back for these before we leave out and into the world. So you've got small health and mana potion recipes. Increases movement speed. And you got ingredients. Good, good, good. We want this. Oh. Didn't you give us a item, potion to drink? Oh, there it is. What is this? Read. To all seekers of knowledge, heed these words. You have stepped into a legible that will lead you to the greatest treasure of all, wisdom. As you are preparing to become a vessel for ancient druidic secrets, illegible, gather the following ingredients, illegible. Knowledge, you seek, venison, onion, and a clove of garlic. Put them into a cauldron, illegible. Take those offerings to a sacred druidic site of your choosing. Put them on the altar and then wait patiently for enlightenment to dawn upon you. Ah, venison, onion, and a clove of garlic. And that's the elixir. He gave us mysterious experimental elixir of Jan Herber. Effects are unknown, consumed at your own risk. Well, I'm trying to eliminate the risk. Thank you. It doesn't say we're affected by anything. Okay, we'll let the potion have its effects. Can't speak to him. Hold on. Those are all the bounties we picked up. Where's the... Killian. That's a druidic ritual. Crypts at the cemetery. Or late, the merchant is waiting for a mysterious package. I discovered a passage to a mysterious place in a lake filled with blood. Ah, that's a blood lake. That's Catherine and her husband. Fergus wants to prove myself. King God asked me to find more pieces. Okay, so that's all of that. Main side quests, Misk. Nothing in the completed either. How can you see me? I mean, we'll take all these. It all quietly. I'm gonna see if the big bottle is worth something. Keeper's vigor. Increases movement speed. Lovely. Okay, we can make Bloodsucker potion increases lifesteal by 10%. Small mana and health potions. And we have nothing. We need sage. So this is crafting. These are large bottles. No, large bottles also for crafting regions. Okay, now we know what we need to take. Shoot. See, in Skyrim you can just loot it. Can't. Damn it. Don't worry, there's a way. Where there's a will. Jan's key and coins. Ooh, can we... 61 coins. That's huge. Hold on. Will we get caught? No. Hi, Jan. Okay, that potion you gave us, I have no idea what it did. Can't talk to him about it. Maybe we have to come back later. So we'll talk to him later. Maybe buying those spells. See what happens. Now we need to make his potion. Oh, right. We need to do that here, right? Don't we have a recipe for that? That's the druid stuff. Right, if we can sell from stash, can we craft from stash? Yeah, what does this do? Sharpening. Use the base resource for upgrading equipment. Oh. Who's Captain Lex? Oh, that's a Andraste ship. And that's from the ship. That's the quest. That must be the pin. Oh, we also have this good item, identified item. Feel branch out of ethereal cobwebs to identify this item. Can't see any recipe options. It's not this, is it? No, it isn't. It doesn't take the ingredients we know it should take. Maybe it's a cooking thing. Actually, we also need to speak to King Arthur. So Sewell is the first person to land on Avalon from the humans, right? Did you know Sewell personally?
Sewell. He was the first to set foot on Avalon, not me. He decided that if anything were to attack us in this strange land, he would shield me and take the first blow himself. I remember loyalty, a fierce, unwavering loyalty, to me and to Avalon. He must have been someone I trusted deeply. Perhaps as we move forward, more memories of him will come back to me. For now, I only hope his loyalty wasn't in vain.
Tell me what the Horns of the South were like in your time. If he even recalls that.
Ah, the Horns of the South. The crown jewel of these lands. We had barely laid the foundations of Tainted when Sewell and his men had already built a lighthouse, eager to guide our ships to them. He always had a competitive spirit. Of course, it helped that he took every sailor from the homelands with him, along with a handful of knights, so they could learn from one another. And thus, the Keepers of the South were formed. I decreed that every sworn keeper would stand as an equal to a Knight of the Round Table. I doubt they still honor that law. But I am glad to see the keepers grown. In my time, there was only a lighthouse and barracks.
Interesting. I don't see an option for a recipe, so we know it's moonshine. Where is it? You can't use moonshine in cooking, obviously. That's the potion stuff. It also uses sage and carnation. Why is that quest not active? Lanza suffers blah blah active. However, gave me a recipe for something that may help the keeper with his toothache. Oh, hold on. I thought we had to cook it for him, but no, we just have to give him the recipe. Here you go, Lanza.
Ah, you're back! How's the remedy?
No, we have to make it for him. I'm working on it. What? Recent. Where's our recipe? I was expecting it might be paper we just need to read like all others, but... So let's see if we can craft this. So we need to make venison, onion, and a clove of garlic. Do we have venison? I think we picked it up, right? Go venison. Onion. Clove of garlic. Do we have onions? Don't have any onions. This is weird. This can't go left while I'm on here because it's stolen. It's not gonna be that, it's not that. Oh, I must be blind as a bat. It's sitting right over here. What don't I have? Sage. Do you sell sage? You do. 20 a piece. No. Only 4 gold. Yeah, let's take 4. Do you have onions? I doubt he has onions. Yeah, it wasn't. Antler fragment. Should we pick some of these unknown items up? Consumption leads to suffering. For mandrake. No, let's hold off on that. So I'm not sure why we missed that, but I definitely did. But we can make it now, right? 1 mead, 3 sage, 5 carnations. Restores 81 health. That's actually very decent. Lovely. Okay, this was a lot less painful than it should have been. Oh, a lot more painful than it should have been. If only paid a little bit more attention.
Ah, you're back! How's the remedy?
Here you go.
Thank you! I'll finally be able to eat something.
Here, take this as my thanks for your help.
Menhir figurine. Did he just randomly give me a Menhir figurine? Yeah, plus 5 max health permanently. Oh, so all the figurines give you plus 5 health. Take it. So we are currently at 61. 66, right? Yeah. Thank you so much, buddy. How's your tooth? What do you think of the horns as that?
Necessary lot, if you ask me. We used to keep the roads clear and the word beasts at bay. But some of my brothers act like they're gods in boots. Power does that to a man.
Does. So how do the horns deal with the weirdness?
With steel, fire, and guts. Not much else we can do. But the weirdness, it has a way of creeping past swords and walls. Can't fight what you can't see, eh?
True. He seems pretty chill about things. How long have you been serving as a keeper?
It's been near 20 years now, give or take. I was just a scrawny lad when I first took the oath. Back then it was more about duty than choice. My grandmother raised me, you see, but age caught up to her as it does to us all. She needed care and coin was scarce. Joining the keepers? It was the only way I could make sure she got what she deserved. A warm bed, proper meals, and a little peace in her last years.
He's a good lad. Do you miss your grandmother?
Every damn day. She was my anchor, you know? Taught me right from wrong, how to keep my head when the world went mad. Even now, when I'm patrolling these walls or facing some weird touched horror, I hear her voice, clear as a bell, telling me to stand tall. I only hope she was proud of the man I became.
I'm sure she was. Where did your grandmother learn her craft?
She learned from her ma, and her ma before her. It's a tradition passed down through the family. Knowledge of the old ways. Not that these so-called healers give a damn about tradition.
They don't.
Ouch! Good thing I saved some of that remedy.
If you need more, I can make more. Thank you so much, bro. Okay, we need an onion.
Stay out of my way.
Sorry? Okay, let's go see the blacksmith. Who was... Wait, we can loot this now? Hold on. Did we need permission before we could do that? Here we are. Yeah, look at that. We can actually loot it. We just needed access, I guess. Take everything. Okay, let's bounce. Oh, the blacksmith. There he is. Oh, there's a cat.
Hope nothing bad happens today.
That's a big massive ant or something. And a soldier. What's that all about? Wow, this place is huge. Okay, one step at a time. Let's go speak to our friend here. Osprey, I think it was called, right?
It's nice to have a break.
Yes, take everything.
I like it when things are quiet.
again find out more about crafting from him, right? Hello, good sir. Take the rope.
Oi, friend. A question. Do you know why people always stop and watch a blacksmith at work? Because he's riveting.
I see what you said there. Nice one.
It's good to see a new face in this sad hole. Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Osbert, local master of hammers and anvils. Do you need your blade sharpened?
You don't get many visitors.
Not really. Especially since we went into a lockdown a while ago. People used to come and go. Now and then a ship would make a stop at the village below, but nobody's really come around since. Well, since the entire shit show that's going down everywhere. Now that I think of it, you're the first they've let in. What'd you do? Who did you bribe?
Can't tell. I have this pin.
Oh, so you have friends in Camelot. Good for you.
You recognize it?
Of course I do. Those pins are peak craftsmanship, and very rare at that. We only gave them out on Camelot's orders. But when I look at you, well, it's pretty obvious you wouldn't be able to beat a knight. And even if you found one already dead, you'd sooner nick his armor than a pin you knew nothing about. Either way, good for you.
Actually, I did just defeat a knight. Abigail was his name, I think. Abigail. Is there an option here? No. If only we could tell him. You mentioned you're on a lockdown.
Yeah. After we lost 2 squads trying to take back the All-Mother's Temple from the Dalrita, our captain decided that nobody leaves the Horns. Then, he shut himself in his office, without leaving us any orders. Virgus is trying to keep the lads occupied, but... just look around. Half of the people here are losing their minds, and the rest are losing their wages on drink.
Wonder what's going on with the captain. You said there's a shit show going down everywhere. What do you mean?
Sometimes I wonder, you know, how many things can go wrong at the same time. They say that misery loves company, but here, it's like we've done something to anger the gods, and they're taking their sweet revenge. First, we started hearing that the weirdness was spreading near Grubwood. Soon after that, we saw waves of bandits approaching from there. Desperate people. They took a lot of our territory. Then, the Dalrita tribes took over the All-Mother's Temple. And after that, the supply chains from Camelot collapsed for some reason. And so on and so forth. We're in quite a pickle, my friend. We've started betting on what's going to happen next. Sea monsters? Who knows?
But that's not good. The weirdness started spreading near Grubwood.
Yes. That damn forest north of here was already cursed and creepy. But now, I've heard it's an entirely different level of crazy. They say that some men here started going dark up north. With that, the weirdness started moving. And when the weirdness gets here, well, we're fucked. But you know that. Every child has heard the stories.
I like that. I just arrived in town. Tell me about these bandits.
Truth be told, most of them are just people desperate to survive. When the villages started dying out because of the weirdness, hunger, or raids, they lost their livelihoods, ended up with nothing to their names, and nowhere to go. So they banded together and started raiding whatever was left. Then they turned to killing each other. They're like rabid wolves. Too bad they're here now, too.
Jeez. The Dalrita took over the Old Mother's Temple.
That's... I don't know. It's hard to explain. They kept to themselves, perched in the mountains near the Forlorn Swords. Then something happened, and suddenly we saw ships arriving near our eastern shores. A couple days later, the tribes took over. One good thing is that the bandits aren't up to fighting with them. One bad thing, we aren't either.
Yeah, he's not wrong. You guys are screwed. Anything positive going around here?
I heard that dew fell down the stairs and didn't break a single bone. So that's a start. Other than that, no, I can't think of anything.
Wonderful, wonderful. Do you have any work for me? Yes. Do you have any work?
Ha! Friend, I wish. But the only task I could use help with might be a bit too delicate for you to handle. Unless you're a master goldsmith, then feel free to prove it. And I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either.
There must be something I can help you with.
Listen, I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach you a thing or two. If you're willing to learn, that is.
Yes. Yes, teach me.
Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use of that.
Yes.
You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right?
Yes.
The alchemist. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions. But perhaps you'd rather craft yourself some armor from those hides, huh? We should start with something simple. Let's see.
Yes, please.
I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're done, you can bring it over so I can see what you've made.
Corpse eater rags, corpse eater cap. Cool. I guess here, right? Look at this, handcrafting, upgrading, attach relic, armor weight reduction. Say what? Fisherman's tunic currently weighs 0.6. We can get it to 0.1 using what? Copper ore and sharpening stone. I see. Cool. Oh shoot, I didn't want to do that. Oh, you're adding slots for a relic.
What a nice day.
Did I didn't save, did I? Oh well. We'll make up for it. If we find a relic, we can probably slot it in. Question is, can we slot it out again? Look at that, we can increase it to 2 armor. Copper ore, leather, and a sharpening stone. We need tons of sharpening stones. And they cost about 250 going by what the value is. Maybe we'll just hold off on doing that. What about this wand? What can we do with that? 14 to 16 damage. So 1 increase. Block remains the same. Oh, the mana cost reduction goes down. So mana cost reduces mana cost by 15%. Goes to 16%. Really? And what do you take? Iron ore. At the moment I think we're fine. This handcrafting. So we got Corpse Eater's cap. 2 strength, 4 dex. Increases attack speed by 5%. 4 dex and 2 endurance. More attack speed. So we've got iron ore, we've got some leather, one monster brain. Expected item, garbage. Garbage, 61.89%. Well, let's craft it anyway. We only have low crafting right now. Broken item. We need some leather.
Hope nothing bad happens today.
So what did I just craft? Broken item is considered a crafting regent. So how can we use that? Oh, you sell 500 for the stones. Jeez. You have recipes for wooden arrows and knives. Knight's boots. It's max stamina, not for us. Battle axes, hatchets, broadswords, fallen axe and mace. Long spear. Machete, poniard. Kite shield. Poniard is kind of like a sword, right? %5 damage on block. Flame resin. Fire arrows. 34 leather. What do you use? We got some pelts and stuff, right? Doesn't say what it's taking the items from. Okay, we have more than enough. Shoot, we need more leather. Garbage. Garbage. Is this RNG? Hold on. It might be. At least we made it. That's the main thing. Which means, hold on. Load. Let's see if it's RNG, which means we should be able to make both pieces. If we...
Hope nothing bad. That happens to...
Let's keep trying. This is a good thing to know, right? Can we play the system? The druids were blamed for spreading the weirdness. Interesting.
Always good to have a little rest.
I have a feeling it'll always come out as garbage. Okay, it's not working for us so far. We'll try 3 more times. You know what? Maybe we can
Sometimes it...
change things a bit. 1 second. If we make leather instead first, raise up some XP. That ways. It's not much, but it's something.
It's nice to just...
I didn't really change the percentages. It is RNG.
Sit.
I didn't craft an item that time. Interesting. Alright, so we just have to keep on trying, right?
Hope not. Nothing bad.
Man, you lose a lot of resources this way.
Hope nothing bad.
Let's try it again.
Happens to...
So we must have got really lucky the first time we got that second item on the second try. Shoot. Now we need a lot more crafting materials. Still want to see if we can get it on the first go. If it's working on the second go, it should be working on the first go. See? Got it. Weak corpse eater's cap. Increases attack speed by 4%. Take that. I guess that percentage would go up if we had actually crafted
Hope nothing bad happens to...
strong version. Let's lock that in. Okay, now we got our answer. Now garbage is 58.9%. Alright, let's keep doing this so we get it. For science. Beware of the weirdness. Primordial fog shrouds parts of Avalon. Can affect both body and mind. Got it. And we got a normal one. Corpse Eater's Rags. Increases his attack speed by 10%. Requires dex.
Hope nothing bad happens today.
Hello. I made the armor based on your notes.
Well now, that's not half bad. Not half bad at all. Solid work, and you didn't skimp on the details.
I didn't.
You've nailed the basics. So how about we try something a bit fancier, huh?
Sure. Wait, where is this option? Do you expect us to buy some of these? You don't have any mage gear, unfortunately. The only thing I can think of making is using. It's probably the poniard. And maybe the spear. If that's one-handed. I'm not going to be using any of these. Maybe the mace. New recipe. Oh. Festering chest guard. 5 endurance. Increases stamina regen by 7. Increases max stamina by 3. 3.0 weight. Jeez Louise. Festering helm. Stamina and max stamina by 2. Iron ore. Leather. Blood clot. We need a lot more blood clot. We'll come back to this then, shall we? As keep that as a work in progress.
It's nice to have a break.
Actually, we picked up some rope. Is that? Something we can use in crafting or no? Doesn't look like it. No, it's crafting. Crafting regent. He understands. Good old Osbert. Times are tough for a blacksmith.
It's nice to have a break.
You got any more crafting stuff here? Ooh, leveled up. Perfect. Okay, catch you later.
Hope nothing bad happens today.
Let's go check over this side. Garrison. Hold on. Yes. I'm gonna sell this soup. Moss from a cursed well. Cursed weapon poison. Okay, cool. Sweet. Keeper Timur.
Oh, a new face. It's always nice to see someone new here. Welcome, welcome. Why didn't I notice you earlier?
That's a weird looking glasses. I mean, we've seen that on Jan. You seem distracted.
Yes, my apologies. Ever since breakfast today, I've been sort of lost in thought. I keep thinking of my dear mother's cooking, especially her famous pie. You see, all we got here is venison and fish. Venison, then fish. And then fish, fish, and more fish. I could live with all the bullshit that's thrown at us soldiers. But the longer I live, the more I realize there's not much to live for, except food. And I'd kill for a slice of that pie.
You would? Couldn't you just make it yourself?
As if it were that easy. I ain't much of a cook. And Rorik, the one we have here, well, he says we're soldiers, so we can stick our complaints up our asses.
Why does his voice sound so familiar? We might get a new recipe out of this, by the way. I could try if you can remember the recipe.
Really? Sure, I remember it well. Here you go.
Mom's pie. 15 health, that's it? Why does your voice sound so familiar? "15 health for 10 seconds. You take 1 egg. Good thing we got those eggs. And flour we just liberated. Blueberry. Expected outcome 43.3%. Chance for worse 6.7%. Chance for better 50%. Cool. How much are the cooking stuff worth actually? Cabbage rolls is 14 gold. No, mom's pie is the cheapest. I mean the most expensive. 25 gold. Yeah. So far, 25 coins. And we just need milk and... No, we need eggs, flour and blueberries. If we can get tons of those items. 25 gold. What? What is your problem? Oh, you just say for the fire. Timur? Here's the pie.
Yes. Still tastes like shit.
What?
Exactly how my mother would make it. It's just what I needed.
What?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I really appreciate what you did for me. It's just that every time I doubt my service in the Horns of the South, I need a reminder of why I enlisted.
She wasn't much of a cook? Or she wasn't much of a mother?
My mother wasn't much of anything, to tell the truth. She always said I was good for nothing, and that I should be glad she even kept me. And every day she'd bring back home a new uncle. Many of those uncles like to kick me out of my own house when they were drinking and getting busy. Then, when she'd sober up and got rid of an uncle, she'd bake me that pie as an apology. It always tasted like shit.
Oh, I know who he is.
If the other villagers hadn't been feeding me, I would have starved to death. Hence the pie.
That's pretty dark stuff. It's Kokonage. That's where I recognize him, and plus he's got his look, goatee and stuff. It's got to be him, right? I'll check for next episode and let you know, but I'm pretty sure that's him. He does some voice acting here and there. What happened to your mother?
I wouldn't know. When I left my village, I decided to never look back. So I just assumed one of those uncles finally beat her to death.
Quest completed. Mom's finest pie. That's pretty dark stuff, dude. You can't talk to your mother, he's got nothing further to say. Like that. Even a bad one. She did carry you for about... Oh, we can probably sell that plate. We need all the money we can get. Cool. What's your name? Timur. I'll have to look into that, do some research. It's kind of cool. You got nothing to save, you can go up, but I'd rather just stick to the ground if you can first. What is this place?
Just another peaceful moment.
I know you said to stick to the main level. Okay, this is further and further away. Crypt, key to dungeons. Why did the music just change? Okay, we need to do bounties for this dude. Spoken to everyone here, it's nighttime, so... Keeper Wolf, have you spoken to you? So you can't pickpocket him. Seems to be limited as per usual. Alright, let's go through... Let's level up actually, while we have this going for us. Attributes, yes please. More spirituality, I think, right? Is there anything we have to wear? I don't think so. Apart from the new stuff we just got. But I think we're good on that. I like to concentrate on spirituality and endurance. Endurance for the more encumbrance limit. Spirituality for the same reason for magic. And that spell costs about, what, 6 or 7 magicka, right? Spirituality. Yeah, more of that, please. Done. Now, do we want to waste, not waste, do we want to put more points into crafting? You have a 50% chance to recycle a single resource when crafting. That could be huge. Selling items is 30% more profitable. Potions require less alcohol could also be good. This is the next one. One of the ones we should get is cobwebs, 50% cheaper. So what do we want to spend our points on? 10% chance to create an additional dish, and we can obviously increase that. Fishing rods are 30% more durable. Fishing rods can break. More likely to catch bigger fishes. And you can craft arrows, don't care. You can craft weapons and armors at a campfire. Don't think we really care about that. You can no longer craft weak items. That would be good to have. Crafted items have reduced weight by 1. Okay, so we have to go through at least 1 and 2 points to get to some decent stuff. In the meantime, we can either go for damage or mana or more crafting. I think we'll put a point into here to recycle a resource. Looks like, yeah, we can just do that once. Okay, fine. Cool. Then we either go back into spirituality. Or we put a point into here to reduce our alcohol for medicinal purposes. Or increase our prices. I think we'll put some points into increasing our prices so we can start earning some money. But really, we should be going into damage and mana regen. Can I rest here till morning? There you go. Probably wake up at 6 o'clock. Okay, let's go over here and check things out. Deer pelt. Let's check out the kitchen. You must be the cook we heard about. Shoot. What's in your chest, buddy? deliberately let you see him just when you get close enough to a chest. So clever, so smart. Well done, devs, well done. Just out of curiosity.
Hey, you! Stop right there! Well, well, well. The scoundrel has been caught, and now you'll have to pay a fine. Either you do that, or our little chat will take a slightly different direction. I guarantee you'll regret this.
What was item? Mad Dog? What is Mad Dog? Greatly reduces HP, but locks stamina at 100% for 60 seconds. Oh. Probably not. 75 coin though. Man, with these guys got nothing better to do, they certainly turn up really quick. Hadn't even opened the lock before they turned up. Okay, now we know what that happens. Is there a way to... Stuff. Can you see me from here? Hello, Rurik.
You? Ah, shit. Another mouth to feed. Teargas must have been off his rocker if he thinks I can feed everyone with the little he gives me. I'm serious. If we don't open the keep soon, we'll have to start eating rats. Not that I can't cook them in a way that makes you think it's chicken.
Could you teach me some recipes?
Oh, this is new. Maybe we'll get along after all. The dimwits here never want to learn. Only eat.
Are you always this angry?
It's a good thing you didn't start with calm down, or I'd have shoved my cleaver up your arse. Yeah, I'm pissed off. Because our gracious sovereigns recently decided to let in a bunch of refugees from the villages. They say they're running from the weirdness, but who knows, really? So now I have even more hungry mouths to feed. And since the captain ordered the letdown of our keep, the supplies are dwindling a lot faster than I'd like. Of course, I can make you 1,000 different dishes based on fish and crowds. But come on, even the keepers need some variety in their lives.
I can go outside the walls. Do you need me to get anything specific?
Wow, an adventurer, are you? Ah, I'm good for now. But if you find something interesting, you can drop it off here. And, as a sign of goodwill, I'll allow you free reign of my kitchen. If you need to cook something, go ahead.
Is there anywhere we can have a good meal?
Oh, you're trying to piss me off.
I knew you wouldn't like that.
If you don't like my food, then get lost. Go to Ron's Tavern and stop wasting my time.
Great, what do they serve there?
What do you think they serve on the coast? The same damn thing as here. Bloody fish! Just don't come crying to me when you start missing my fried cod.
Where can I find his tavern?
In the fishing village. That's where the guards retire to sit on their asses and fart. Or sit, fart, and drink themselves into a stupor.
Doesn't sound like you seem in a hurry to retire.
Hell no. I'd rather stay useful here and drop dead at my stove than waste space over there. If someone's still fit to work but chooses to laze around all day instead, they should be kicked out, not rewarded with free beer.
I like this guy. What do you have? Southern style crab. 72 health over 60 seconds. The Kraken restores 120 health over 60. Fish soup restores 108 over 60 seconds. Cooking for the resistant part 1. We already got this. Yeah, we got this. Cool. 200, 300 for the recipe, huh? Oh, do you have any onions? He does. Yeah, let's take all of them. Oh, we'll come back to that chest somehow. Why would you be having all these in your cook shop? Possible reason would you want to look at those while you're cooking food? Oh. I don't know how sneaking works. We're right behind him, he can't see us yet. I mean... $71 gold is 71 gold, we got some of our money back. Times are tough like you said, buddy. Damn good fish. What the heck just happened? What is... It takes a while. Can I get that dish? Shh. Quiet. Okay, all good. Takes a moment before the... There you go. Now we know he turns over. Come on. He's turning over, save right now. Now we need to find the right spot, huh? Just in time. Get out of here. Bounce. Made it. Are we good? Are we safe? We're safe. Okay, Mad Dog greatly loses stamina. Sorry, reduces HP but locks stamina. Don't care about that. Restores 108 health over 60 seconds. Good, good. 48 health, good. Damn good fish, 84 health. Increases max health by 15 for 60 seconds. Oh, we also picked this up at some point. Good, good, good. And we can sell these spoons. And this, we need to take a look at some point. You can be put away for now. Although having increased attack speed might be good. We'll hold on to this. Wait, why am I not wearing this? Oh, I am. Let's put this away. Probably end up using this at some point. Crafting region. Can we just hold on to this? I think we should put these away and then see if we can use some of them we need to at the crafting station. Just the heavier stuff. And the stolen stuff. .2, you can go. Okay, keep the rest. Sell these. Lovely. Let's continue on. What do we have here? Nice. That's it. Guess that must have been somebody's stash. You know what? We should have been taking the buckets and stuff. Just sell them. Cool. Some leather, that'll do. Anything else? Wonder why this is locked up. Nice. No. One sec. How do we drop triangle? Hey. Barracks.
Sometimes it's nice to just sit and think.
You said you can sleep over here, right? Let's go check it out. Sure they won't mind. He said to make ourselves completely at home, right? We won't take the mugs and stuff here, unfortunately. Foul nightmares of the Archspire. Author Anonymous. Reports of a strange madness have emerged in the region. Travelers and keepers near the Archspire have experienced unsettling dreams, unique to each person yet linked by the sense of something lurking unseen. Those affected began showing bizarre symptoms, drifting between alienation and bursts of aggression, eventually abandoning human behavior altogether, becoming wild and feral. Ultimately, these unfortunate souls either vanished without a trace or met an untimely end. Some believe this madness erases one's existence entirely. Whatever the truth, camping near the Archspire is strongly discouraged. Cool. Archspire, huh? We're gonna have to take a look at that when we're out there. I mean, we have to. Medium. Mana potion. Lovely. Left is going up. one. It looks like pickpocketing is actually really quite easy. Unfortunately, you can't pickpocket the gear or anything. Gotcha. Can't do with a stolen arrow. Shoot. Here goes another one. Oh, keep Alonso. Probably recovering from that toothache. Gotcha. Restores 25% health. Sweet. Okay, came, we saw, we left. Quietly, just act natural. Oh, sage, lovely.
What do you want?
Everything. I want everything. Look at all that good stuff.
Stay out of my way.
No wonder. His name's Keeper Dickon. What's with the attitude?
You alright, newbie? Have you been to see the refugees? I can't believe poor Cole was put in a cage.
No, I haven't. Who's Cole?
Hey, what a mess. Cole came to us with a group of refugees from some nearby villages. They were looking for shelter from, well, everything that's been happening here. Bandits, the weirdness, the Del Reader, hunger. I was happy Fergus let them in and allowed them to stay. You'll meet them in the village. They live in the buildings up high. Not long ago, though, Cole started acting very strange, erratic, sometimes even aggressive. One of our keepers, old Mahon, tried to calm him down. He might have used too much force, and Cole felt compelled to defend himself. He bit old Mahon. And since then, the old fool has been lying in the infirmary. Frankly, I think Mahon brought it on himself. They shouldn't have put that poor man in a cage.
Cole's in a cage. We'll take a look at it.
Wait, if you ever meet Patrice, please give her those flowers. I know it's not much, but I'd like her to know she's not alone. I support her and the other refugees. And I'm sure there are more of us who do.
New quest. Okay, we'll look for Beatrice when we get to the village. Thanks very much, Dickon. Who are you then, old pal? Keeper Sigibald.
Good to see you again. The pledge today was very interesting, wasn't it? The certainty in Quartermaster Aymer's voice. Beautiful. makes one eager to start work.
What? We didn't go to the pledge. And the quartermaster isn't called Ima, it's Fergus. What's going on with this dude? I don't think we've met.
So, what do you need this time? The pass again? Are we planning a trip to the stale lamb? Hey, not this time, my friend. I've run out of ink. I'm waiting for a delivery. Steward Orla will let me know when more arrives. In the meantime, I need to ask you for a favor. So, you in? For the sake of our long friendship?
Something's not right. He's assuming we're somebody we're not. He's assuming a relationship that we're not involved in. He's got completely wrong quartermaster and people. And the steward or late. What are you talking about? Is that the same or late? Or is that different?
Orla.
Hola.
I'm sure I'm not mistaken. Anyway, about that favor I asked of you.
The stale lamb? What are you talking about? Yeah, we haven't even heard of that. Is that a inn?
I guess you still haven't sobered up, huh? The Stale Lamb. You know, the tavern in the village below the keep. It's run by Ron. Truly a great place. I hope they're not planning to close it down. Oh, they wouldn't do that, right?
Ron's Tavern, we heard about that, right? So what's his pass?
Just as we agreed. I appreciate that you remember. Holding one's tongue is the key to success. Keep it up.
So what do you need, pal?
You do know it needs to stay between us. Do you understand? Say you understand.
Trolling us? I understand. I can say it any way I like, my friend. I understand.
Fantastic. So, here's the thing. On a recent night out at Ron's, it seems I may have left some sensitive documents at the bar. Documents, with Captain Fergus' seal. But not necessarily sealed by him. You know what I mean. I can't really go there right now. Could you get them back for me? I'm sure it won't be too much of a problem.
Captain Fergus. What is this guy on? Sure. I'll do it.
Splendid! When you have the documents, meet me at the third crowing of the rooster. Or just find me. I'll be around.
Let's make this an active quest. Can't pickpocket him. Is he messing with us? Let's see where this leads. Oh, look at this. What are you? Let's check out the jail. Wonder what's waiting for us. Apparently we can take these. Can't take this rag. That's money waiting to be taken. Take that from you. Hello there, Balthazar.
What do you need? This is a prison, not a museum. We don't admire here. We punish. At least, that's what they tell me to say. I'm supposed to be intimidating. Grrr. So the prisoners are scared of me.
Got anything interesting here?
Usually, it's nothing but interesting, folks.
I'm telling you, in these crazy times, every one of them comes in with some wild tale. But right now, quiet as can be. Good thing I've got my books. All my adventures are in there these days.
Smart man. For a prison guard, you seem very, pretty content.
Because I am. I asked for this post. Just to get some peace, quiet, and warmth. No useless small talk. No shrieking seagulls. And none of that cursed biting wind. I'm telling you, it's heaven. And I get to read my books too. So if you've got anything interesting, I'd be glad to trade.
Cool. Let's take a look. What a chill dude. You sell lockpicks. 10 coins. Poison arrows, torches, woodcutter's axe. Cut off hand. One-handed. 8 to 12, 7 to 10 damage. What the heck? I'd like to find out where he got this from. Smuggler's dagger grants 10 gold after killing an enemy. 3 decks. 2200. Wow. Thief's medallion increases sneak damage by 10%. Ooh, if you were a proper sneak build with a dagger, that could be useful. Moss. I'm interested in possibly having this in a pocket just for having it. And this dagger. We were over 1,000, now we're back down to 9. Let's see if we can do something about that. Actually, no. Let's see if we can level up and then sell all the stuff we picked up. And you got that dirty poster behind you too, pal. Who are you? Oh, this is Keeper Mahon, the one who got bit by Cole. Can I pickpocket you? Hi.
Oh, who are you? What do you want? I don't recognize your face.
Are you a keeper? Why are you in a cell?
I am. They told me it's for my safety, and the safety of others. I don't like it. The keep is supposed to be my home, and yet here I am, locked in a damn jail.
Do they think the bite infected you or something? What happened to you?
That cursed madman from the refugee group bit me. I think his name is Cole. The boys told me he's locked up in a cage now. Good. That's the proper place for animals like him. By the All-Mother, if I'd known he was carrying some foul disease, I wouldn't have gone near them.
Yeah, I don't think I like this dude. He's a bit racist. Dehumanizing somebody like that, even if he bit you. Why did he bite you?
He's just mad. I told the others the group of refugees would bring no good here. And as you can see, I wasn't wrong. Cursed bastards.
Yeah, I think it's your attitude that really caused all this. How would you describe what's happening to you?
Damned if I know. Whenever I've had a fever or cold before, I could always explain it. But this, I can't find the words. Sometimes it feels like I'm fading away. Like the part of me that makes me who I am is disappearing. I don't know how to describe it. And there's a voice at times. It calls to me. Each night it draws nearer.
What is this voice?
Like a dreadful howl. Not at all human, that's for sure. At times, I hear our words within it. But more often, it's like a noise from deep within the bowels of the earth. Like something very wicked.
And he got all this from after being bitten by Cole. Can I help you somehow?
The medic and that red priest both came to see me. Both shrugged, offering no cure. Heber says I should wait. But if you've got anything stronger to drink, I wouldn't say no. It might ease the pain, even just for a little.
I don't think it would help.
Yeah? Then why did you bother asking at all, eh?
Hey, you only use alcohol for medicinal purposes.
Hold fast, and steer clear of those strangers.
Maybe he could have given us something. And by the way, if the door's there, why would you put a bed over here? Wouldn't it just make more sense to just shift it to the left instead? And you don't have this clipping issues? What? What? I want to get my lockpicking skills up. Okay, Balthazar's. Save the game first. Very hard. Would you look at that? I'm gonna go right, there you go. See? No problem. Ciao. Right. We were heading off this way, weren't we? So this is where we get wood, apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it just for show? No. I'm presuming this will all come back and we can keep repeating that, right? Okay, this Siggybold. There's a lighthouse. There's a second lighthouse. Cool. Nation to remember. That's a druid ritual thing, isn't it? I think. There's the east gate and we saw some rafters built on top of this wall over here. Blood Lake. I like that you can see all the quests where they are and make a plan of what to do next. There's like a shoreline right here beneath the fort. A lot of things to explore around this place. Gotta be a bit careful. Guess. So you can go up. I think we should try going up first, huh? Do we have any... What is down here? We were on that side. No. Mistakes were made. Okay, the weirdness is about. Let's not tempt fate here. Who's that? Somebody's talking. Who are you, pal? Keep her calm.
Try to be more careful. I must say, you look very suspicious right now.
Do I?
Hey. Hello. Are you also wondering why the heck we need them?
You talking about the refugees? I don't know what you're talking about.
Lighthouses. Why the hell are Dara and his workers pushing so hard to build the second one? Is one not enough? Is it because one is less than two and less is worse? I mean, two lighthouses next to each other are almost the same as one. And ships don't even sail this way anymore.
Good question. Why are they building a second lighthouse? Maybe it's about tradition or symbolism?
Ah, symbolism. Yeah, maybe. Whatever that is.
You mentioned that ships don't sail here anymore.
Aye, why would they? The waters are treacherous, so no ships. Storms and the weirdness are a deadly combination. Besides, who'd have the time to build or repair them? There are enough problems on the island. We don't need more.
What can you tell me about the Horns of the South?
Well, not much going on here, as you can see. Things have been a bit different lately, due to the refugees. One was even hanged for theft. But I can't say much more as I wasn't there. If you're interested in the Horns, you should visit our museum. You'll learn more about that fella, Swal, or whatever his name is.
The museum? Where exactly is that?
Aye, it's boring, but at least you don't have to pay to enter. But almost nobody goes there anyway.
And what do you think about the refugees?
What do I think? As long as they follow the rules, they can stay. And if they don't, then they can hang. That's all. Folks are saying that there's some other group, probably more dangerous, not so far from here. If they come closer, well, that wouldn't be too good.
What can one do here, pal?
You can stay here and serve. Sit in the tavern, drink and eat something. If you're looking for an adventure, you'll have to go elsewhere. There's always something happening out in the world. But you know what? Here in the south, everything happens late. It's a big world out there, and a small one right here.
Well, I think the adventure is quite close to home, pal.
Gotta admit though, it does look pretty majestic.
Does indeed. Does indeed. And with that, I think our time is almost up for tonight. we'll be back next episode to continue exploring the rest of the keep and also probably end up in the village of refugees.
Another peaceful moment.
Sounds good? Sounds good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. We're currently sitting pretty at level... Actually, what level are we? Does this say? I have no idea what level we are. Maybe level 2 or 3? Where would we find that information? That would be under the character sheet, no? Won't be down here. I'll take a look around. I want to know how close we are to another level. Don't do that. Can't put my weapon away? There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, let's just call it night for now. We'll be back again. Let's just gobble up all the quests we can from this place, and we'll head out and take care of them one by one.
No choice but to defend myself.
What?
Got to admit, though.
Are you okay? Okay. Alright, it's bye from me, bye from Mr. Con. And until next episode, please join us. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Take care. Bye. Bye. Goodbye.